place. I mean, when I see this steering wheel and this manual shifter, then I actually feel like that I'm in my happy place. And also like mic and the headphones, they actually say I should be doing something very sensible. It's time for a brand new video. But there is again a voice in my head which says I should be doing different things. But what is it?
Hey, you are doing a big mistake, my friend.
Honestly speaking, I don't know where you're coming from, but you say something which absolutely doesn't make any sense.
I think that you should listen to what I say, and I'm going to say this thing. Go and study for your exams and prepare your projects, because if you fail them, you are not going to pass your university.
What studying? It's time for Christmas, it's time for New Year's Eve and all the holidays. Why do you want me to study right now?
I have heard if you do not finish your university, you cannot go abroad to work in your future job, because if you do not have a degree, you will be effed. Is it?
So what? Even if I fail or even if I do anything else, in the end no one is rushing me, I can do whatever I want. That's the part of the thing, what I'm going to do now anyway. Listen to Uncle Vlad, he's actually spitting some really good facts. And what the hell do you want right now? From where do you come from? Oh, you are attacking me now? Well, you can be very glad that it's not Vladosun Ashkenazi who is standing here in front of you, because if it was him, he would beat the shit out of you. But let me tell you one thing, he is extremely busy right now to cope with his emotional distress. But let me tell you one thing, you are doing a huge mistake that you're recording pointless videos which barely make any money, and you're wasting your time, the time what you can absolutely use to study all your stuff what you're doing there. And you can do whatever you want, you really cannot do crap if you're not sitting in front of your desk and go studying. Honestly speaking, I don't know where you're coming from, but I think that you're currently not relevant in my current life stage. Well, maybe instead of looking for mistakes on other people, maybe you should look at your own personal behavior, what is going on in your head. Try to change something. It will do a big favor for you. Yeah, maybe, but you think that you should interrupt me right now while I'm doing something what's more sensible than you are. So what are you waiting for, Regamoto? Go and make your studies, go do your projects, listen to me and to Uncle Vlad, we only want to help you. You know what? I don't care anymore. You two guys, you're absolutely right, and you know, you can just take over my space, sit here, I'm out.
My nigga, my nigga, my nigga. My nigga, my nigga.
Wow, it has been such a long while that I actually got my camera turned on and started filming something, because in the past few months you've just been seeing me from a trip where I went to Malaysia for the first time in my whole life. Just before I really want to start with this video, the whole channel is just surviving thanks to your support, Didrik and Dominic, for being my executive producers. And if you, my dear viewer, would like to become also one of my executive producers or any other supporter of any kind, check out the first link in the description down below. It will lead you to my Patreon page. I don't know how to express my gratitude for this, but thank you guys. Without you, this would not be possible. I want to speak in this video about how 2022 changed my life for the better. Now you can really think of, it's just a generic year-end video, this and that, but no, let me clarify one thing. All the previous videos, what I've shot in the past few years, they have not been as intense as this year, and in this year I got a lot more clarity and a lot more answers for my future life path. Let me just start chronologically of all the great things which happened in this year. And let me tell you, it just doesn't seem like that I've done much, but in fact I've been doing a lot of things. In the beginning of this year, in January 2022, I went together with my brother to Serbia because he had to do some things together, and I just accompanied him, just that he has like some pal with whom he can do some stuff. But in the end I spent anyway most of the time by myself. But on one occasion I actually had the opportunity to meet my soulmate Mina, with whom I'm still good friends with, and she actually went out of her way to come to her to the place where I was staying, to Belgrade, from her hometown, and we just had such a great time. We were vibing a lot, and it was just like as if I had one of the best days in my whole year, if not even beyond, because with her I'm just clicking like this. We are very close, and I really think without her the stay would have been a lot more boring. If you're seeing this, Mina, hvala ti za sve, ti si stvarno jedna od najboljih drugarica koje sam ja ikada imao. Hvala ti puno. Not too long after it, in March, I went together with a friend to a country which I've never visited before. I went to Portugal for 4 days, and even though it was absolutely not on my radar, I had a lot of fun visiting a totally unknown place in which I was never really interested in, but in the end I really gathered a really cool experience which I'm definitely going to remain in my brain for a very long time. And obviously if I have ever the chance to go to Portugal again, oh yeah, I will definitely go, because that was just the tip of the iceberg while I was there. There are plenty of other places which I would really like to visit in that country as well. And now the biggest party piece of my whole year was obviously the 2 weeks I spent in Malaysia, a country which I had on my bucket list for years, like literally for years, and I really had the opportunity to go there and really explore and experience this country in the way how I wanted it. Not just like all those random travel vloggers who go to the most obvious tourist places, speak about this, speak about that, doing all the cliche things. I just wanted to do it my way, and it felt absolutely amazing, even though it didn't result in the later path in a bigger hype, or that the hype remained. But damn, let me tell you one thing. My most viewed video on this channel is actually the first part of my Malaysia series. I was absolutely happy that this happened, and to be honest with you, I never would have thought that it was going to explode that much. Never. And obviously there were some signs which also told me you should really change your life. And one of those things which really was a hint was the ang pao which I got in Penang in the Kekloksi temple, which said, do whatever you want. And this is going to be my future motto. Like, no more the show must go on. It's still going to continue, that's definitely no question, but the future motto is going to be do whatever you want. The thing is, I've always done some sort of the things what I always wanted to. I really tried to force my own thoughts and just do the things what I really strive for. But I still had the feeling that there were a lot of things which limited me to a huge degree. Despite that I'm living in one of the more wealthiest countries, I am not entirely happy with my life here. Don't get me wrong, I have a lot of things what many of you have been surely striving for and like also seeking to get, but let me tell you, most of those things what I got, even when I bought them with my own money or if I achieved them myself, they were mid to say the absolute least. Like, the only thing what I can tell you what is absolutely great is that I can just go on travels without getting visas, without spending way too much money, and just like without feeling it too much in my wallet, because that's probably one of the things which fulfills everyone the most. Well, almost everyone, not everyone's the type to travel. And the other things like a car, TV, PC and all that stuff, when you buy them, you spend a lot of money and then you think like, wow, that's really nice. But then after you get them, like after you touch them physically, you'll be like, is that it? So, of course, financial stability is the one thing, but let's be honest, even that is not the best thing right here. Obviously, like, I'm working part-time, I'm a student myself, and this is not currently the best combination in order to go to travel and living in your happy place, because financially it is not really possible. But I'm always trying my best just that I can fork out as much money as I can in order to save it for a future trip. And for me, this is just like that what keeps me alive, because if I did not have like paid leave from my part-time employer or just like any money to save to go on a holiday, let me tell you, I would be a lot more depressed and I would have a lot of struggles to actually do some content and also like having anything what makes me want to move in the future. Of course, traveling is not the only thing out there, but let me tell you, of all the things what I've experienced in my trips, especially in the one with Malaysia, I met amazing people and I had so many great opportunities to just have a good life and just to enjoy the very moment. And obviously for me, those moments are absolutely priceless. And I still am thriving for getting into my happy place. And the happy place is unfortunately not here where I live. As I said before in the sketch, obviously the uni what I'm attending now is, I don't treat it necessarily as a future career which is going to be my passion. Absolutely not. I want to use this career in order to give me the opportunity to move abroad and experience different cultures, different places, and all those other things. And to be very particular about it, I said I really miss Malaysia and I really can imagine that I can live in the future one day in that wonderful country, despite its shortcomings, despite some other things where I have to adjust, but I think personally it's going to be absolutely worth it. For now, the only thing what I have to do is like continue studying. I have my exam preparation period as of today and I have to write 6 exams and I have still 2 project works which I have to do also on my own. Lots of stuff within such a short period of time. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this, but I can tell you that I'm going to try my very best in order not to fail any of those classes because there's so much at stake. I've been in this situation with studying, quit studies, starting new studies. I've been in there for 5 years straight, and let me tell you, I'm not happy at all with the way how my life is going right now. And the only thing what can get me out of there is that I pass this semester, then start in the next semester with my bachelor's thesis and then hand it in and just graduate, because that's the only thing what can actually push me forward, nothing else. Also, one thing what I started last year was the counseling sessions, and I have to say that they are helping me to cope with a lot of things which went wrong in my life, and in order to move on and start doing different things compared to my daily agony of a student who is just completely lost with his life path. But I can tell you already that many things changed, and I'm certainly going to continue taking the counseling sessions and to become a better version of myself so that I can just do whatever I want. Oh, and not to forget, one thing what happened close to the end of the year, namely around 1 month ago actually, I finally unlocked the monetization on this platform. I know it's not a lot what I'm going to earn with the ads displayed on my content, but keep in mind I have over 200 videos on my YouTube channel despite being such a small YouTuber. If I have steady influx of people who want to watch my videos, this is definitely a good side income besides of my Patreon and like my part-time job. And obviously you should go multiple ways to make a living, because you don't want to have only one single income stream for your future. I must say, after 5 years of waiting, it has been a huge game changer for me, which even pushes me further to release more videos in the future and just having some sort of motivation not to quit all of that what I've created here. The last thing what I should say at the end of this video is thank you, my dear viewer, because without you I wouldn't be sitting here. I would have maybe quit, sold everything what I have from my YouTube career and just moved on in my life doing some other ventures which make me also some sort of happy. But thanks to you, I'm still here, and I want that you continue watching my videos and just be a part of my journey. Do whatever you want, because you're the one who can change your life for the better, and I totally believe in your own capabilities. May 2023 become a better year than 2022 was. Happy New Year!